Good morning, guys. I have made it to the Philippines and I am now on CORON. Before we get into the tour, here's how I got to the island. I flew to Busuanga Airport with Sunlight Air and even got a snack on the short flight from Manila. When arriving, you need to pay an eco fee, which is the case on most of the islands. Then, at the exit, shared vans will bring everyone to their accommodation in CORON for 250 pesos. It's only a half an hour drive. I stayed at Hop Hostel, an amazing hostel with great shared spaces and events going on every day. The sunsets from the rooftop terrace were absolutely insane. My first day here was terrible. I was just laid in bed with a fever and my whole body ached. Today, luckily, I'm feeling much better. So, it is time to go and explore the best that this area has to offer in the super ultimate island hopping tour. Let's get going. We were picked up at the hostel and brought to the port where people are selling anything you might need for this trip. We checked in, paid, and headed towards the boat. We had to wear life jackets, but only to leave the port. And then we picked up the needed kayaks and headed off to our first stop of the day. We have arrived at the first stop of the day, which is the Lagoon. We now have to do a bit of a walk just to get over the hill and into the lagoon. There will be a viewpoint and afterwards we can swim in the lagoon, but we do need to keep on our life jackets. We climbed up and back down again and went for a swim in the lagoon first. We were not the only ones swimming here. Wearing your life jacket like this was so much easier. I'm a bit concerned because I can't see where the viewpoint is. So we came from there and then the path kind of went alongside the back of that. So now, I hope we don't have to go all the way up there. I don't see any people anywhere. I'm a bit concerned. We walked back up the steps and the viewpoint was right here already. So stunning. The boat then took us a few hundred meters further from where we had to swim to shore. We waited for a while to be allowed to enter because there was a mix-up with how many people our boat was actually bringing, but I didn't mind because there were plenty of crabs and other things to spot below the pier. Then we finally headed into the famous Barracuda Lake. This fresh and saltwater lake holds a secret that draws in free divers and divers from around the world. You can experience a thermocline and halocline unlike anywhere else. On the surface, you've got temperatures of 28 degrees Celsius, but as you descend, the temperatures go up to 38 degrees, causing some people to even get unwell, and it's especially dangerous for free divers. But people can't resist because it's so unique. While swimming back to the boat, I spotted a few parrotfish, and after boarding, we headed to our lunch spot. This bamboo construction is where the boat crew served us an incredibly beautiful, decorated lunch spread. It was delicious. Satisfied, we hopped on the boat again and traveled to Twin Lagoon. We lowered the kayak into the water and crawled our way from one lagoon to its twin lagoon. Both stunning turquoise lagoons. I absolutely loved this. After this, the boat set sail to a nearby shipwreck. The visibility for the shipwreck wasn't the best. However, the snorkeling around here was pretty nice. this wasn't the last snorkel stop yet because the best one was yet to come, right around this tiny island. It was so good. I saw this gorgeous inhabited shell, so many starfish, Barracuda hunting right in front of my face. I was pretty shocked, I didn't see it coming. He had a pretty good munch on those little fish. There were stunning corals and anemones as well, and so many fish. Even these razorfish, which are some of my favorites. They are so cool, they swim face down, so unlike any other fish. As the sun started to set, we went around the island and I hopped in the kayak for a final paddle along the mangroves. At the start of the tour, they give you the option to pay extra for water shoes, flippers, a mask and snorkel, and the kayaks. I love to kayak, so I shared the kayak with someone else. I'm now off by myself because he didn't want to go anymore. Lucky me. And I would say the fins you do not need at all because the water is literally so calm. There is no current, so you definitely don't need the fins. Mask and snorkel, I would recommend. And when it comes to the kayak, it's so super easy to drive because there is no current, there's no waves, so it's super easy to move. After this, we arrived back in CORON with a stunning golden hour and were taken back to the hostel. What a great day!